Okay,
안녕.
ChatGPT, let's get started.
Excellent start. Now let's dive deeper. Can you tell me one cool scientific fact you know and why you find it interesting?
Scientific facts.
Your sentence.
Yeah,
I
ChatGPT, please don't cut me off. Please don't cut me off during my conversation.
understood, Mungyu. I'll be as patient as a telescope waiting for starlight. Now, ready for the next question? What's one scientific invention you think changed the world the most?
Maybe there are so many kind of factors and phases of scientific invention, but maybe oh yeah, nowadays we are living in very extremely high technology industry, something like generation AI or UAV or Tesla or SpaceX, something like that. So, but the thing is, all of those industry starts and begins from the physics, as far as I thought. Um, as a mechanical engineer, I think physics is most important root of all those kind of industry, aerospace or home appliances or semiconductors, EV, battery, secondary battery as well. So I think yeah, the most important and most precious and the what I thought what I thought what matters I thought most is maybe Newton's three theory three Newton's how can I say three principles.
You've got awesome thoughts. Just a little tweak. Instead of what matters I thought most, you could say what I think matters most. And Newton's laws of motion are indeed legendary. Next up, if you could invent a future scientific device, what would it do?
I'm not sure. I've never thought about that, but I'm not sure whether I can imagine and I can make some very useful device some days. I'm gonna make some. I'm gonna make autom autono autonomous generation of autonomous generating 3D modeling because yeah, I specialized in mechanical engineering and structural development at my previous company. So sometimes I thought it could be better if Gen AI can help me to design some very profit very extremely proper and appropriate design for some particular issue or particular symptom with and by reducing costs and reducing manufacturing time, which is very helpful, which will be very helpful for me. So I wish I could. I wish I could. I can. Yeah, if I can invent those kind of tools, yeah, it will be the best invent best invent of that year.
I love how you ran with that. Just a couple of tweaks. Instead of those kind of tools, you can say that kind of tool, and best invention instead of best invent. Now, what's one scientific mystery you wish we could solve?
Actually, I'm not really into the scientific mystery. I'm not sure yet, but it'll be sometimes during interview. Yeah, I mean, Elon Musk have some interview with I don't know interviewee's name, but Elon Musk strongly believed that there is another world that is very similar with our that is similar with the world that which where we live now. So this is just a simulation game. He told that is what he told. Yeah, this is just simulation, and there is another universe. So he told is what he told was genuinely surprising because Elon Musk is very popular and very influential person in over the world. So he's not trying to make joke, and he genuinely, really extremely genuinely think about the other universe without any joke. So it is kind of weird,
You
and yeah, it seems very I think, yeah, the I got fear about other universes where they imagine. So
I loved your curiosity. Let's tweak a bit. Instead of I got fear about, you can say I feel a bit afraid of. And universes instead of universities, unless those other universities are sci-fi too. Now, final question. If you could be a scientist for one day, what would you research?
mm, if I were a scientist,
I'm
nowadays, recently, I'm getting really into aerospace, aerospace field and aeronautical field. So I'm not sure, but I wanna I wanna pay attention to space science, especially um grabbing, the low orbit satellites grabbing some debris that is revolving around the Earth in low orbit. So yeah, if I got
I
a chance
love
to study or research about that, yeah, I want to do that.
That's fantastic. Just a small tweak. Revolving around the Earth works great, and you'd say space debris. Plural is the same. You're already orbiting the right idea. Ready to wrap it up, or one more adventure question?
One more question.
All right, one more orbit around curiosity. If you could bring one scientific discovery back in time to show people 100 years ago, what would blow their minds?
Mm, maybe I'm not sure, but um,
Take your time. I'm here for the grand finale when you're ready.
um, the discovery of graphene. Graphene is very, very emerging and
That's a
very yeah, very useful composite which have potential, so extremely high potential. So because can reinforce it can reinforce some
Reinforce
com-
indeed. And I bet 1920s scientists would be astounded. Now, that was a blast. Ready to land this conversation, or still cruising?
gonna we should call it a day now.